Terrible defense from Anthony Edwards. You cannot be crowding Jamal Murray at half court. It's just not going to happen. So look at this. Now you're off balance. Like, you're supposed to be getting over the screen. You're already beat. So you're not going to be able to get over the screen. Not only that, you're going to go clank right into the screen. So there's, I mean, Taurean Prince in transition. You do not worry about the ball when it's on the other side of the floor. You sprint back. That's a first thing you've got to do. So you're worrying about the ball right now. It's beyond half court. How about all these Nuggets players that... Okay, we got a deflection here. Turnover. Stop. So Anthony Edwards needs to sprint back. Look at Anthony Edwards here. This is the playoffs, and that's what we're getting right now. What is Rudy Gobert doing? You're guarding Nikola Jokic here. Okay, stop. Stay with Nikola Jokic. Why does Rudy Gobert stop? Oh, what was that? Now you're not in position to guard him. This horrible defense from Anthony Edwards again. You've got to sprint back. You have to get your feet set. Look at Anthony Edwards. Backpedaling. Your feet aren't set. You have no chance of guarding the ball right now. That is atrocious. Hey, I mean, one of these Timberwolves players, like right here, that are just staring at Bruce Brown creeping up to Karl Anthony Towns, you got to say something to Karl Anthony Towns. He's obviously got his head up looking to make a pass. He's not going to see Bruce Brown. But apparently, no one told him, I guess. So Taurean Prince, Aaron Gordon's posting him up at the three-point line. But Aaron Gordon is going to turn. Okay, right now he's turning. So Taurean Prince right now needs to get his feet set in a defensive stance because Aaron Gordon's about to face you up here. Look at Taurean Prince. Your feet are not set. You're not in a defensive stance. You're instantly backpedaling before Aaron Gordon goes anywhere. Good night. Hey, what is happening here? I guess Kyle Anderson's supposed to switch this first ball screen. So then why is he not up here? Look at this. Look how late Kyle Anderson is to switch. Well, you're going to have no chance of guarding the second ball screen now. If you're Mike Conley here, you do not guard like this. You've got to get underneath Michael Porter Jr. and be battling for position. Look at this. You're never underneath Michael Porter Jr. This is not underneath Michael Porter Jr. You're giving him this angle right here. Like, get underneath and battle for position. What is Mike Conley doing? So Michael Porter says, okay, I'll take that angle. Could we get organized here on this inbounds? Why do we have two people guarding the inbounder? Someone should be guarding Aaron Gordon. I mean, this is a complete joke. This is like elementary school stuff. What is Taurean Prince doing standing in the absolute middle of nowhere in transition? You need to get over here and take Jamal Murray. These two Timberwolves players are coming this way. So you're standing in the middle of nowhere. So Mike Conley's got to worry about both of these Nuggets players. So that's not possible. So now KCP gets to the rim, draws help, easy offensive putback. Karl Anthony Towns, you've got to stay attached to your man, okay? Like, if Aaron Gordon slips this screen and you're not attached, like, look at this. So Aaron Gordon isn't actually going to set a screen. He's going to slip it right here. But Karl Anthony Towns is doing, I don't know what. Okay, so Nikola Jokic is going to repost here. Okay, so during that process here, stop. Like, you can't just relax like this. You got to get right, still battle for position right now. Like, you're just letting Nikola Jokic stand there, and now look. Terrible drop coverage from Rudy Gobert. You've got to get your feet set. That is the most important thing about drop coverage, so that you can stunt at the ball and recover to Jokic. Like, look at that. You're just backpedaling here. You have no ability to recover to Jokic. So you're going to leap now to contest, and what about Jokic? What is Nickeil Alexander-Walker doing? Keep your feet set. Where's he going right now? Look at this. So you just moved your feet inward. So now Jamal Murray's, you're going to be off balance recovering to Jamal Murray. So now look. So now you're going this way, and Jamal Murray says, okay, I'm just going to come off of a handoff this way. And the whole time... This is more awful ball screen defense. So Rudy Gobert is forced to switch on to Jamal Murray late. That's not his fault, but okay. Giving up an open three to Jamal Murray is not a solution. You got to get up and play on Jamal Murray's side. Nickeil Alexander-Walker is going to have to get in the gaps. If his feet are set, he'll be able to help by stunting and recovering. There'll be no threes given up. But again, what Rudy Gobert is doing is definitely not a solution. Okay, I mean, this is not a defensive stance. Your feet are not level to each other. You don't have your feet set. Look at this. Jamal Murray didn't do anything, and your first move was to backpedal. So because of that, look what happens. You're already beat. Like, Jokic doesn't have to set the screen. He can start rolling. And that screws up. Rudy Gobert can't be in drop coverage if Jokic has already started rolling. So, Okay, so the Timberwolves not guarding this cross screen is going to screw everything up. Here's this cross. Stop. So Kyle Anderson needs to be attached to his man. You got to jam Contavious Caldwell-Pope as he comes through and knock him off his spot so Mike Conley can get on the other side. You don't do that. So now look, now Taurean Prince, I don't know what he's doing, communicating. He's stepping inward. So now he's going to be late now as Michael Porter Jr. flies off of this down screen. How many mistakes can you make in one baseline out of bounds set? So Kyle Anderson's not even looking at his man. That's a problem. But, okay, so here's a down screen. You don't switch this down screen. Jalen Noel's got to get attached, get his arms out so Jeff Green can't curl, and Kyle Anderson can go over the top. I mean, you're switching this late. Like, look at this. Look at how late this switches. And then there's another down screen. Karl Anthony Towns certainly should be attached with his arms out so Michael Porter Jr. can't curl. So it's just all absolute crap. Okay, I mean, Rudy Gobert's got to get up here immediately. Like, as soon as I don't know what Mike Conley's doing, but he needs to leave. But as soon as that happens, Rudy Gobert's got to get up here. Like, look at Rudy. Stop standing. Like, look at, and then you're going to try and gamble on this pass. So now that's how Jokic gets you in the air right now and off balance. Cannot crowd Jamal Murray. Like, you can play up on him, but you got your hands on Jamal Murray. Get your hands off, be a defensive stance, your feet set. You have no chance of being able to slide your feet like this. This is horrible. So look at this. So now Jamal Murray's going to has you twisted around. That brings a double team. That leaves people open when no one rotates. Why does Karl Anthony Towns refuse to stay attached to Aaron Gordon here? Again, you got to be attached. If he slips this screen and you're not attached, which you're not, this happens. I mean, what else is there to say? This is more horrendous drop coverage from Rudy Gobert. Michael Porter Jr. can shoot the lights out. You got to get up a little bit. If your feet are set, you'll be able to stunt at the ball. That's all you got to do. But you got to do something with the ball, and then you'll be able to recover. Like, okay, so we're just going to gift wrap this, I guess. Okay, so does Rudy Gobert do a good job in drop coverage? Of course he doesn't. But if you're Anthony Edwards and you're going under this screen, you got to go directly under. You look at how he's trying to go over this screen first, and now you're going to go under. Well, you're going to be on the other side about an hour late. Okay, so again, is Rudy Gobert doing a good job in drop coverage here? Of course he's not. He pretty much never does. But if you're Anthony Edwards, you got to continue to fight over the screen. You cannot just say, I'm going to switch now. Because Rudy Gobert is not ready to switch. Like, what? Okay, the Timberwolves ball screen defense is a complete disaster. If you're Mike Conley switching the screen, do not lunge out to half court. Just get in a defensive stance with your feet set, ready to guard. Look at Conley here. Why are you lunging out to half court? So now you're off balance. So here comes another ball screen. So you're already beat. So Jokic can start rolling now. That's going to screw up your drop coverage. And Jamal Murray's just open, as he's been all night. This is I can't wait for this series to be over and it be a sweep. If you're Mike Conley and you're trying to go under a screen, you can't try and go over first. Look at Mike Conley's feet. Look at how he's trying. See how he's trying to go over first? Well, now you're not going to get under until about an hour too late. So Gobert's got to step up and Jokic is open.